Toxic mattresses, finding a non-toxic alternative that is relatively inexpensive and that's also not sprayed with toxic flame retardants. David Jaffe with beststockstrategy.com. This is a video that is very different from the one that I usually make, although I do talk about some things such as health and eating healthy and going to the gym and saunas and things like that. But I recently moved into a new apartment. The previous apartment was furnished. This one is not, so I ended up having to buy new mattresses. I settled on a few solutions, and there's two of them that I want to focus on. The first is mygreenmattress.com. You can get a twin, full, queen or king mattress for a relatively reasonable price. They're not sprayed with toxic flame retardants, which you want to avoid. And what typically happens is, I've heard that SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, is caused by the off-gassing from the mattresses. What happens is that kids, they lay on their stomach, and these toxic mattresses, which are sprayed with flame retardants, are constantly off-gassing chemicals. Then these chemicals are breathed in by these young children, and it stops them from breathing correctly, and then they actually die and suffocate. In fact, I remember reading, and this was a few years ago, where a doctor or a researcher, I think it was in New Zealand, covered a toxic mattress in polyethylene or polypropylene so that the gas could not escape. And he found that there were 0 SID-related deaths when the toxic fumes and the off gases were prevented from actually reaching the child. So I think, and obviously causation is not the same as correlation, but to me this is relatively compelling evidence that when you're able to mitigate or reduce or completely eliminate the off-gassing that takes place from a lot of these toxic mattresses, then you are able to drastically improve your health, improve your sleep quality, and at the same time potentially save your child's life. And you want to make sure that you get a natural mattress, and wool is naturally flame retardant. But a lot of these mattresses that you're being marketed to, they contain a lot of highly toxic chemicals, flame retardants or synthetic latex, which is also extremely toxic and contains a lot of off-gassing. Foam, memory foam, is incredibly toxic. So polyurethane, polypropylene, all those oil-based foams are incredibly toxic. So even if you spent a few $1,000s on your mattress, it doesn't matter. It's probably poisoning you. The two things that I settled on, and one is extremely cheap, and this is actually the solution that I would do, but I can't because I'm married and it doesn't really look that good. But the first solution, which I ended up getting 3 mattresses, was at mygreenmattress.com. It's relatively inexpensive. I think a full will cost you around $600 or maybe $500 with a discount, and a king will cost you around $1,000. But the other solution, which is actually better, is you can go on Amazon and then you can type in Goals, G-O-L-S, which is a certification for latex. You can type in organic Goals, G-O-L-S, latex mattress topper. Then you will buy your size, buy the firm for the base layer. You'll buy a firm layer and for 3 inches. And technically you can sleep on that. But then what you can also do is then you can buy a 1 or 2 inch organic Goals, G-O-L-S, certified latex topper with either a medium or a soft. So you would use a 2 or 3 inch firm, like on the bottom, the slab of latex. That would be your base layer. Then you would put 1 or 2 inches of either a soft or a medium, and then you would layer those 2 things on top of each other, and then you would have an incredible mattress that's extremely healthy. There's no off-gassing, it's organic, and it would only cost you probably around $400. So this is what I would do, and except I'm married and my wife wouldn't let me. The other advantage of this is that beds and mattresses are extremely heavy. If you buy the 3-inch base layer of the firm layer that you're going to put on the floor, that's probably gonna weigh around 50 pounds, and that's not extremely heavy. Then the 1-inch, the 1-inch medium or the soft is probably gonna weigh around 15 pounds, and a 2 inches is probably gonna weigh around 30 pounds. As a result, you'll easily be able to move, and it'll make your bed portable. Where in these situations that I'm in now, I'm probably going to have to hire a moving company, which is going to cost me a few $100s in order to move this mattress, because the mattress itself weighs around 150 pounds and it's extremely bulky. When you get these Organic Goals latex, the latex mattress toppers, not only are they extremely portable, but they're not bulky at all, so you can easily move them between apartments or between houses. From my experience, you will definitely always get a 2 or 3-inch firm base layer, and you can find this on Amazon. And then whether you add the soft or the medium topper will depend upon what type of sleeper you are. If you're a side sleeper, then you should get the soft. And if you tend to sleep on your back, then you should get the medium. An absolute minimum, you would have to get 2 inches of the firm as the base, and then 1 inch or maybe even 2 inches of the soft or the medium. There's a possibility that you would get that you could use 2 inches as the firm, and then 1 inch of the medium. But because the soft you're gonna sink in more, I would definitely get at a minimum 2 inches for the firm and then 2 inches for the soft, or you can get 2 inches for the firm and 1 inch for the medium. That would be like the skimpiest and the cheapest way of moving forward. That would probably set you back around $400 total. If you wanted to make sure that even if you can lay this on the floor and you'd be completely comfortable and you're not gonna have any concern about sinking in, then I would probably get a 3-inch firm base latex, and then I would get a 2-inch medium or a 2-inch soft. So by doing that, you'll have 5 inches, you'll have the 3-inch slab as the base, and then you'll have the 2-inch soft if you're a side sleeper, and a 2-inch medium if you sleep on your back. And for 5 inches, I mean, I think that's excessive. You can definitely get away with 4 inches, but 5 inches if you're a little bit concerned. So that's pretty much it. So I have educated you on a lot of the dangers and a lot of the mattresses that we have and which are common and which consumers typically purchase. And if you have any questions, then let me know. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment below. I read every single comment and I respond as quickly as I possibly can. You can also go to beststockstrategy.com and enter in your email address to receive over $400 worth of free training materials. And thank you so much for staying until the end. You're definitely a warrior. Definitely watching all of this video, especially because it's non-core to the usual content that I produce, is fantastic, and I appreciate you. And yeah, thank you.